In the warm, sunny land of Greece, where ancient olive trees dotted the hills like fluffy green clouds, lived a curious little girl named Callista. Her hair was the color of dark honey, and her eyes sparkled with a million questions. Callista didn't just see the world, she wanted to understand it. Why did the sun set? Why did the goats have silly beards? Why did olives taste so much better after they were squished? One bright morning, Callista was walking with her friend Nikos. They were playing a game of tag near a big old olive grove. "You can't catch me," Nikos laughed, darting behind a gnarled tree trunk. Suddenly, they heard a loud asterisk clatter, asterisk, and a grumpy bye. From the other side of the grove, they peeked through the leaves and saw two playful goats, Elara and Arion, standing beside a tipped-over basket. Ripe purple figs were scattered all over the ground. Nikos pointed a finger. "Oh no!" Elara and Arion knocked over Grandma Eleni's fig basket. She was going to make her famous fig cakes today. They are in so much trouble. Nikos was ready to run and tell his grandma that the goats were the culprits. But Callista wasn't so sure. She tilted her head, her mind buzzing with questions. "Wait, Nikos," she said softly. "Are we sure they knocked it over?" Nikos looked confused. "Of course. They're standing right there, and the figs are everywhere. What else could have happened?" Callista knelt down and looked closer. She murmured. "Let's examine this." Like a detective, she noticed the basket was near the edge of a little slope. She saw that the ground around the basket was disturbed, but not by goat hooves. Instead, she saw small scuff marks, as if something had been pushed. The goats, Elara and Arion, were happily munching on some fallen olive leaves, not the spilled figs. That was strange. Goats loved sweet figs. Why aren't they eating the figs if they knocked them over? Callista wondered aloud. Nikos shrugged. "Maybe they're not hungry." Callista shook her head. "Those two are always hungry." She giggled. Her eyes scanned the area again. She saw a long, sturdy branch lying near the overturned basket. One end of the branch was near the slope's edge, and the other was pointing towards the path. It looked out of place. Just then, a wise old owl, who had been watching from a high branch, hooted softly. Asterisk, flap, flap, flap. Asterisk, he glided down to a lower branch. He had seen many things in his long life and loved a good puzzle. Hoo, a mystery I see. He cooed in a low, gravelly voice. "What have you discovered, little Callista?" Callista looked up, her eyes wide with excitement. "Mr. Owl, Nikos thinks the goats did it, but I'm not so sure. The clues don't add up." She pointed. "Why is this branch here? And why aren't the goats eating the delicious figs?" The owl blinked his big, round eyes slowly. "Excellent questions," he hooted. "An unexamined life is not worth living. Thinking carefully about what you see is the first step to finding the truth." Inspired by the owl's words, Callista thought even harder. She imagined what could have happened. "What if," she began, her voice full of thought. "The wind was blowing really hard earlier. We heard the leaves asterisk rustle asterisk. Remember? What if the wind pushed this long branch, and the branch rolled down the little slope and hit the basket? Asterisk clatter. Asterisk that would explain the scuff marks and why the branch is here." Nikos's eyes grew wide, and the goats just came over to see what the noise was. They didn't knock it over at all. The wise owl puffed out his chest proudly. "Hoo, precisely. By asking questions and looking closely, you solved the puzzle. You didn't just jump to a conclusion." Callista and Nikos looked at the two goats, who were now playfully butting heads. They weren't naughty, just curious. Like them, they quickly gathered all the figs, careful not to bruise them, and put them back in the basket. They returned the basket to Grandma Eleni, explaining how a gust of wind and a rolling branch had caused the spill. Grandma Eleni smiled, patting Callista's head. "Thank you for being so thoughtful and honest," she said, giving them each a sweet, sticky fig to eat. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, Callista sat under the wise owl's tree. She realized that asking questions wasn't just about being curious. It was about being fair, kind, and finding the real story. It helped her make a better choice instead of wrongly blaming the goats. Every day was a new puzzle, and Callista couldn't wait to ask more questions and discover more answers. The world was full of wonderful things to examine, and she was ready for the next adventure. I hope you enjoyed Callista's story and her little Greek mystery. Thinking about things carefully before we decide is a superpower we all have. If you loved our adventure today and want to join us for more stories that make you think, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.